This week we're adding a bit of spice and a bit of fun into the program. We're going to be using trusty old deck of cards and using a table that, depending on the card, depending on the suit, will change the exercise and the amount of reps you do. We're giving this a 20-minute time cap, so you get through as many cards as you can do in 20 minutes. We start from the top. We've got ace and the king. Now, if you get an ace or a king, that means you'll be doing a plank. If you get a queen or a jack, you'll be doing squats or chair sits. If you're doing a 10, if you get a 10 or a 9, sorry, you'll be doing our shoulder presses. An 8 or a 7 will relate to bicep curls. 7 and a 6, sorry, a 6 and a 5 will go to high knees. We're at 4 and 3 and 2 will all relate to crunches. We'll go through these exercises, then I'll explain a little bit more about how each card affects the exercise and the amount of reps you do. So we'll go quickly through the exercises that you've already seen. And these exercises such as plank and squats. And for our plank, we've got our two variations once again. We're down on the ground, you've got my nice mat, you could use a towel, you could use an exercise mat. We've got the option of the plank that we are staying directly still on our toes, elbows under shoulders, or we've also got down onto our knees. Our next exercise is the squat. We looked at the squat in our fitness test and our chair sit. So you can have, once again, a chair set up for you to use. We're going through the same movement with our feet just over our hips. We're going to have the weight so we can wiggle our toes. Our feet are directly on the ground, but our toes can still wiggle. Arms up, over shoulder height. We're going to come down and touch, sit back up. Okay? I want for you guys who are in the intermediate to the advanced category to try an unassisted squat here, okay? So what we're going to do is the exact same function. We're going to set up with our feet just over shoulder width, our arms up over shoulder height. And we're going to come down without any chair behind and try and get this part of our hips to come below the height of our knees or wherever you feel comfortable too, okay? Make sure you bring those hips behind. Keep those feet on the ground, down, up, driving up through your heels, okay? We can use those for our squats. Next, we are going to use our shoulder presses. For the same weight that we use for our fitness tests, trusty water bottles again, set up with our feet just under our hips, from our shoulders, extended up in the air. If you're starting to find the shoulder presses a little easier than the fitness test, maybe, if available, use a set of 2 kilo dumbbells. 3 kilo dumbbells. If you're at advanced level, challenge yourself with between 8s to 15s even. Next exercises, guys, we've got bicep curls. We'll grab these bottles again. For this one, we're going to stand in the same positioning as our shoulder presses. Feet under hips, tummy tight, up tall. I want you to rotate so the bottles are facing either side, and we're going to curl up, bring it to our chest. Back down. Notice the upper part of my arm isn't moving. All that's moving is my elbow is moving the bottom half of my arm. Okay? We're going straight up and down. Eyes forward like the shoulder press. That's our bicep curl. You can use the water bottles. You could use the same weights you're using for the shoulder presses. You can even, like in the beginning, simply use your hands if that still provides a challenge. The next one, guys, we've got high knees or skips. We've seen skipping in our warm-up video, which you'll undertake before starting our exercise today. And we've got our high knees, which were also in that video. So you can undertake those for these exercises. Lastly, we have crunches. We've been through our crunch. We need to make sure that our chin stays around a tennis ball distance from our chest. If you don't understand that completely, grab a tennis ball, place it under your chin, position that on your chest. We're on the ground. Simply crunching until our shoulder blades just come off the ground. Guys, now all the information that's related to how to work out what exercise you do will be in this week's handout. But basically, this is how we're going through it. For our beginners, you'll be using the numbers as is. So 10-second plank, 20-second plank. 10-second squats, 20-second squats and working your way down. So, for instance, if I picked out a card and it was Queen, we simply look at the exercise, 10 squats. As a beginner, I undertake 10 squats. After I complete the 10 squats, card goes to the side, I pick out the next card. Continue for the 20 minutes until you've gone through as many cards as you can. If you're that quick, you've gotten through the whole deck, give it a quick shuffle, use that as an active recovery, and start again. So that's how the beginners will work. For our intermediate and our advanced, you have a multiplier that will make each of those exercises a little bit harder and a little bit longer. For our intermediates, diamonds relate to 1 times of the exercise. Hearts, you do it twice. Spades, you do it 3 times. And clubs, you do it 4 times. For our advanced, if you get a diamond, initially it's 3 times the base exercise. For our hearts, 4 times. For our spade, 5 times. And for our clubs, 6 times. So for instance, if we were an intermediate and we got the 3 of spades, first we look at the exercise, 20 crunches. Next we look at the multiplier, it's 3 times. 3 lots of 20 crunches, you'd undertake 60 crunches before you moved on to the next card. For our advanced, if we pulled out a jack of diamonds, we'd look at the exercise first, 20 squats. Our advanced diamond multiplier is 3, so I'd undertake 3 times 20 squats, 60 squats until I moved on to the next card. Now it's up to you what you do with the joker. You might want to keep it in the deck, create your own exercise, find something you want to do to add into the program, and let us know on Yammer what you've used as your joker exercise. It may be something that's a real challenge, or maybe something you find a bit fun.